Okay, welcome to another session in this series. In the previous session, we ended on question number 194. Cool. So in this session, we start with question number 195. Cool. All right. The question says, in the diagram, POS and ROT are straight lines. Okay. This is a straight line, and this is also a straight line. Okay. And then this is a parallelogram. Cool. OPQR is a parallelogram. So this is a parallelogram. And OS, the length of OS and OT are the same. This and this are the same. What that means is this is what? An isosceles triangle. And for isosceles triangles, two angles are the same. Okay, so this angle and this angle are the same. Cool. So this angle is also what? 50. All right. Now, since these two lines are parallel, okay, the question says which calculate which angle? Angle OPQ. OPQ. This angle is what you're looking for. Okay, angle OPQ. So let's call this angle X. Cool. Now, these two lines are what? These two lines are parallel. So that means we can have what? Alternate angles. Okay, so this angle here and this angle here what? Are alternate. That means they are the same. So this angle here is also what? X. Now, how can we find X? We can find X by adding these two angles. Why? Because the sum of two interior angles give us what? The opposite what? Exterior angle. So our X is equal to 50 plus 50 is equal to 100. Okay, so this angle OPQ is equal to 100, which is A. Cool. All right, let's move on to question number 196. Cool. Now the question says, in the diagram, this angle MNT is 2x plus 1. MNT is 2x plus 1. Cool. And angle SRU is 59. SRU is 59. And MO and PS are parallel. These two lines are parallel. NT and RU are also parallel. So this line and this line are also parallel. So we need to find the value of X. Okay, cool. Now looking at these two lines and this line crossing them, we can say that we can have what? Corresponding angles. So this angle corresponds to this angle here. So that means this angle will also be what? 59. Similarly, this angle is vertically opposite to this angle, so it will be also the same, 59. Okay, this angle as well is what? 59. Cool. Now, since we know this angle, then we can easily find X, because this angle and this angle are what? Co-interior angles, and we know that co-interior angles add up to 180. Co-interior angles add up to 180. So 2x plus 1 plus 59 should give us what? 180. So 2x should give us 180 minus 60, which is 120. So we have 2x equals 120. Let's divide both sides by 2. What do we have? We have our x to be equal to what? 60. Okay, so the value of x is 60, which is C. Cool. Let's move on to question number 197. The question says you should find the value of X in the diagram. This is very simple, because you know that the sum of angles at a point add up to what? 360. So when we add all these angles, we should get what? 360. And then here we have this right angle over here. So this angle is what? 90. Cool. This angle right here is 90 because it is a right angle. How do you know it is a right angle? Anytime you see something like this kind of drawing, kind of like an elbow, is what? 90 degrees, which is what? A right angle. So when we add everything, we have 360. So 4x plus 3x plus 5x plus 90 should give us what? 360. So we would have 12x equals 360 minus 90, which would give us 270. Okay, so 12x equals 12x equals 270. Let's divide both sides by 12. 12 cancels out, so we'll have our x to be 22.5, which is B. Okay, cool. Let's move on to question number 198. The question says the sum of interior angles of a polygon is 1260. Find the number of sides. You know the formula, right? The formula is 180 n minus 2. This is the formula for the sum of interior angles. Okay, and we said it is equal to what? 1260. So what we can do is we divide both sides by 180. Okay, this 180 cancels out, and 180 goes here how many times? I think that will be 7 times. Okay, so our n minus 2 will be equal to 7. Cool. So n will be equal to 9. So the number of sides n is what? 9, which is A. Okay, A. Cool. I think we'll have to stop here for now. In the next session, we'll move on to question number 199. Thank you so much for joining in this session. See you again next time. Bye.